KidGrey. Search Kid Grey. Everywhere, Google, anywhere, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, just search Kid Grey, KidGrey.
So we're gonna come back with some more hot topics, and we're gonna get into your boy Kid's great business and his hot music.
For sure.
But right now, we are gonna play with another break.
Yup, we about to get into this Trip Heavy with Ya Ya. And then we got Lil Durk, but this ain't what you want when it's in the underground.com.
Your music, your station.
station.
I feel you. And speaking of Kanye, like when we get off into talking about you, I'm having a hard time understanding why Kanye ain't grabbed you up already. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all did a track together, so because you just that dope. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all together, working together, man.
Yeah,
they better watch out.
I guess it's a thing where like we just haven't my music hasn't reached its ears yet. I guess when that happens, if everything works as far as like where our heads are at that point in time, I think something like that would definitely happen sooner than later. I just think it's all a matter of where our heads are. You know, I'm not young, so I have a really specific way I want to go about doing this, and I don't want to bow to anybody who might alter that overall dream. So. Well, we hope to make it happen. I like Kanye, man. It's like my second favorite rapper. It's like my overall dream is to score a movie. So I think that's where making music, like where the subject of the movie is music, movies get tricky is because it's like you got to find people who can satisfy the acting role, but you got to find people who are musically talented. And that's not always easy to do, to find somebody who can do both. Sometimes you stumble upon these people who you didn't know have acting skill, and then they have it, like Prince in Purple Rain or something.
Man, that was a movie.
You
Like,
thought Prince acted well in that movie?
Yeah, man, that's the greatest movie of all
You actually
time.
think he acted well, though?
Prince and Purple
It was a
Rain.
good
That's why I
movie.
call myself Kid, bro. It's because of Prince.
really?
That's what they call him in that movie.
Okay, so how long you been making music? That's the question before we get off into your music.
All right, like I started. I got a funny story. Like I started making music when I was honestly like 6, 7 years old, because I started playing drums and around like 3, 4, like, and then when I hit like 6, 7, I started seeing people play piano. I wanted to play piano, so I started playing piano, and then I started producing for myself when I was like 8, 9 with like cassette tapes and stuff, and then it just worked its way up to a computer, and then I started rapping in like 2011 when I met this guy,
Okay.
Vee Miyagi, and then by now
I
I
taught
released
him everything he knows about beats.
Straight up?
I taught him how to make
Yeah,
beats. I taught him how to play the drums.
He would like to say that.
Oh,
And I taught
wow.
him how to play the guitar.
So he's your inspiration behind it?
Nah,
What's
he's.
your inspiration?
Hey, let's be to be 100% real though. Like he hates when I say this, but like V is honestly like the only reason I rap. Like I like the way he comes off to me. It was amazing for me to be in the same room with somebody who was that good, as opposed to hearing it on the radio. So after a while, it started to be like, well, maybe I could get that good too. So then I started like trying to rap. Other than that, it wouldn't have been that before. It would have been like just me producing for these guys. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to him. But as far as production, I got. As far as production, I've just been doing it all my life. Mixing and all that. I've been doing it since I was like 6, 7 years old. I'm telling you, like cassette tapes. Like I started off like 2 cassette decks and pressing record on one and play on the other, and just keep going until a whole song is done. And then giving cassette tapes to my family, like, here, listen to this.
Check
You know
this
what I'm
out.
saying? Yeah, I'm like 7, 8 years old, like drawing covers and sliding them into blank cassette things and stuff. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
so funny.
Yeah,
Get off into your track. Was
Okay.
it stuck?
Yeah, stuck.
And it's just you.
Yeah, this one is just me. It's the lead singer. Actually, both of the ones I brought today is just me. It's the lead single pretty much. It's the one I put out before, to test the waters. The one I got the most response about, at first.
Okay.
My
So we're
second
gonna get off
favorite.
into it. This is
Be second favorite.
an exclusive. So y'all check it out. This is stuff. Here we go. WhenYouSeeMeOnTheGround.com. Your music.
Yes,
Your
yes.
station.
WhenYouSeeMeOnTheGround.com, your station. Welcome back to the session, y'all.
Yeah.
Yo, that was just stuck. My boy Kid Grey.
Yeah.
Tell us about that song. That song was pretty hot.
That song is actually the only one that made it after the tragedy of 2014. I lost my whole album in the midst of making it in 2014. Like a hard drive crashed. I was like 80% done with the album. My whole hard drive crashed. So like the only song that I did to T like exactly how I did it before was that song. Like everything else didn't make the album again when I went back to do it. So that's the song that was already out at the time. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna roll with that song. And then everything else, you know, I got rid of it.
I bet you learned to save in different places. Save, save, save.
I mean,
kind of save.
Yeah, well, it's a part of living. There's no way you could. I mean, the only way you could for sure not lose this stuff is clouds, and that's like the worst thing ever. It's like we were saying, they hack the cloud. It'd be like, now it won't be a big deal, but in 3 years, it'd be like, I got everything Kid Gray didn't release. So it's like, yeah, I don't want that.
I'll get you a junk drive party. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna buy you a few of them.
It's all. We finished it. I finished the album. So.
Okay, so you redid it? Went back and redid it?
I went back, redid the whole entire album. It should be out like beginning of August, mid-August. It'll definitely be out, I promise. I've been saying like on my Twitter a lot, like it's gonna be done like the end of July, but like I want to do some more to the mixes, and I add a couple verses and you know got a couple other features and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put it out, you know, August, beginning of August, mid-August.
Come back here with the world premiere, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Y'all can play everything. It's only 36 minutes long, so if y'all can figure out a way to, you know, hint, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can play the whole 36, bro. That'll be what's up. If it makes the radio and it's what the era the people is feeling, that's usually what I enjoy making at the time. But I aim to make whatever you know needs to be done for the project. I think a lot of producers lose sight of what being a producer is. And I think if I want to be the next, you know, Pharrell, Quincy Jones, I have to put myself in a position to set myself aside, like apart from every other producer out there. So I'm gonna try to do that, you know, focusing on just how I approach people's projects. You know, with like V or like Steve or anybody project who come out, you're gonna be able to tell the difference, you know, in the production value. Because I'm gonna aim to make sure that I, you know, knock stuff out the park production-wise. You know, my plan is to be an artist just until y'all like me and then stop. And then be responsible for the music that changes this generation. When I say that, I mean like we got songs now that we like, but like 5 minutes later we don't really like them anymore. Like our generation haven't had like a lot of Billie Jeans or a lot of like Thrillers or a lot of like songs like Pour Some Sugar on Me. Like that's a rock song that like you walk into the hood and you start singing it, and if they get irritated, it's not because they don't know what you're singing, it's because why are you singing that song that I've heard somewhere, you know? I want to be responsible for that in all genres, like from gospel to hard rock, like, and my goal is to be on everything and be responsible for that. Sort of like Quincy Jones, Pharrell. Those are like my two biggest idols. Like,
so on top, let me get 5 dream collabs. 5 dream collabs. Now, it could be whether you produce the track and you want them to rap on it, or if you want to do the feature.
5 James collabs. All right, I'm gonna go left field first, so everybody can like, oh, he said that. All right, so my first one will probably be Ty Trippett. All right, so I don't know if a lot of people know who that is. It's like this amazing gospel composer. Like his brain and the way he sees music is like amazing. So I say Ty Trippett first. Number 2, I'll probably say Robert Glasper. Like he's a jazz pianist. Like he's nuts. Like I think to be able to be on a record with him where I could play and perform would be amazing. Number 3 would probably have to be like, I don't know, Andre 3000. It's like one of my favorite. That's probably my favorite rapper, if not Kanye. So to do something if it could happen with him would be amazing. I guess Beyonce. Let's get it out the way. Like you know, B is like the LeBron James, the Michael Jackson of our time. So to be able to do something, to be able to do anything with B is a privilege. And then last but not least, to be honest, I don't know, and I say like I know who this 5th person is, but I can't say a name just because like the idea is I want to be the first person to have this huge song with vocals from somebody who isn't around anymore. Like it's so easy nowadays because everybody's looking for money to get my hands on some pre-recorded Left Eye verses or like get my hands on some Pac verses nobody ever heard, and like to be able to drop something that don't seem so gimmicky and like oh a movie is out so here's some Pac verses, but like to drop something that nobody's expecting would just be amazing. And I guess if I had to break the rules and say 6, it'd be Kanye, but I don't know.
You really wanted to say Kanye first.
I mean, look, it's all good. I'm
So
telling you, like, you have
Kanye,
all of
Kanye.
that.
Man, shout out to Kanye, man. I love
Shout
Kanye.
out boy Chance the
Not
Rapper.
signing
Shout
no
out,
deals.
I know y'all saw that. When Chance the Rapper, I ain't say he broke down, but he was real appreciative.
Yeah.
The shout out.
Oh yeah, man, that's a huge thing, man. To see somebody you grow up listening to. I mean, Chance is. I seen in an interview, Chance was saying that he didn't listen to hip hop until College Dropout. That was me. Like, I didn't listen to hip hop until a College Dropout. Like, I was one of them guys who listened to Destiny's Child and TLC and gospel my whole life. And then, like, College Dropout came out and hip hop was relevant to me.
Tell us about that Air track, man.
Yeah.
Air. All right. So Air actually came to me a week ago. I was in a studio with my mentor, and we was going over my album, and I was telling him how every time I listened to it all the way through, I felt like something was missing. So he started to explain to me, like, you know, maybe you should put some of these ideas down with me in here to be a little easier. So we started putting down idea after idea after idea, and I rolled with two of them. One called Mr. Love and one called Air. Mr. Love actually gonna have Matt Wise and Vee Miyagi on it. Shout out to both of them.
Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah, you know, but Air is a fun track, you know, radio standard, you know, verse chorus type joint that I could, you know, play for places like this. So I definitely had to bring it up here when she was like, you know, you on the radio. She being my manager, you know, Val, she's amazing.
Yeah, shout out to Valerie.
Yeah, she's
Super dope, super cool.
she's the key to the movement, yo. Like, she's gonna be the reason why everybody knows who I am in 5 years. And then the album is gonna drop the middle of July. I mean the middle of August. Wow, we in July. Yeah, the middle of August. I'm gonna drop the album. You know what I'm saying? And then other than that, you know, just the album. And I got stuff I'm working on, but I don't want to speak on it, man. Stuff changes so fast.
Talk about it, man.
You know, I got a production album I'm working on. I ain't even hit him with the Dame Dash. All right, come on. So I got a production album I'm working on.
Okay.
We got Vee Miyagi we coming out with.
Alright.
We got the Reggie Ruler joint we
The
coming
king
out
of
with.
rapping, the king of pop.
We got the King Reeves and the Heavy joint that we finna do. I got Wolf Creek that I dropped on my SoundCloud
Which
with the
is
beat
hot.
tape.
Check it out.
We got a lot of stuff. We got Mary's album that we gonna drop. We just man, we got work.
Now we finna go Fresh Prince and Martin.
Oh, Martin, all day.
Okay. Burger King or Wendy's?
Wendy's.
Okay.
Ether or Takeover?
Ether.
Yeah, bro.
What was the other one? Shaft or Black Dynamite?
Black Dynamite, bro. Black Dynamite. That smacked the black off you when my man's was light skinned. That doesn't get better than that.
The way.
Man, I'm a Kobe fan, so I would have to say Kobe.
That works too.
I don't go with
Yeah,
I don't go with anybody else in a basketball question but Kobe, bro.
Brady or Manning?
What?
Brady or Manning?
You
Brady.
don't even know what sports you're talking about.
Brady. No, I had to listen
Hey,
to
it
it.
don't matter. He got the right answer
Brady.
this time.
No, Brady, man. Brady all day.
Yeah, that was it.
I'm gonna meet him one day for real.
That's what it do. Good answers, y'all.
Yeah.
For real. Well, before we get out of here, we do want y'all to, you know, let the world know how they can hit y'all
Plug
up,
y'all
social
self, man.
media.
Plug
Man,
them.
all right, so my Twitter is @kid_Greygang, GREYGANG. That's my Twitter. My Instagram is just Kid Grey, KIDGREY. And then other than that, if you're looking for music, like seriously, search Kid Grey. Like go to Google, type in KIDGREY, and the first thing that pop up is me. So I mean, that's the easiest way to find me. That's the most popular way to find me. Search Kid Grey. Tell everybody else. #search Kid Grey.
Yes, share all the music.
My name Kid Grey. Search for me. No, Vee Miyagi. VEMIYAGI. Just Google that. And you'll see a lot of cool stuff. So.
All of y'all for listening, man. Y'all know to tune in every Tuesday, same time, 3 to 5. This your girl, DJ Young Leak. Follow me on Twitter at Leaka365. Follow me on Facebook at DJ Young Leak without the O. And also Instagram _DJ Young Leak. Y'all hit your girl up. I'm out here. There you go, Polo.
Yeah, this is your boy Polo. You can find me on Instagram, ATM since 1988. Twitter, ATM since 88. You can find me on my Facebook fan page, ATM Polo. And also, stay tuned for the Session Podcast. It's going to be dropping tomorrow. And we got one dropping every week, most likely every Wednesday or every Friday. So be tuned to our Spreakers. My Spreaker is also ATM since 88.
It's hella uncensored.
Yeah, uncensored. We out here. ATM since 1988 on Springer, yo. Check us out. RiddyCityUnderground.com. Your music, your station.